This is beautiful. Hang on. This is the setting of my new challenge. It's Waterton Hall in Norfolk. Might be told to take a few pictures. That should be good enough. Just in time for tea. Wow. Waterton Hall is part of the estate owned by Lord Walpole, and his family had lived here since the early 18th century. These must be portraits of some of his early ancestors. You know, a bit like the photos you get in your family album. Well, I'm about to meet Lord Walpole and have a nice cup of tea down in the library. Well, I'm going to be here for a few days, so what exactly is my challenge?
Well, we would like you to make a portrait of a resident on this estate.
Painting? I'm not very good at painting.
You don't have to paint, you've got a camera.
And what Steve doesn't know is his portrait is to be of a wild barn owl, and the picture is to be used for a poster to warn us that they need protecting.
Well, taking a photo of somebody doesn't seem very hard. When do I meet them?
Well, we have a series of clues for you. Now, we have set up a board over here, and as you solve the clues, you can write them up. And to start with, there is a map.
So where do I meet this person?
Who said it was a person?
Oh, well, that does get to it. A portrait. Oh, well, I'm going to have to work on some of these clues. I'll probably have this if I write them down. So, if it's not... If we go human, who's the other thing you take a portrait of? We have an animal.
Yes, so that's right. The second clue is feather or fur.
Feather or fur?
And that clue is somewhere in here on a surface.
Feather, fur. No. No.
The barn owl is one of our most beautiful farmland birds. This wing comes from a bird that was killed by a motor car. This kind of thing happens because barn owls often fly low over the roads as they move between hunting areas.
The barn owl is an owl that doesn't hoot. This screech gives it one of its many alternative names, the screech owl.
All birds and animals need a place where they can eat and sleep. This is what we call their habitat. For the barn owl, these habitats include open farmland and hedgerows such as this. Over the last 100 years or so, the fields have increased in size and many of the hedgerows have actually been removed. This has meant that there's less habitat available for the barn owl, and so barn owl numbers have fallen.
The barn owl population has probably dropped to a quarter of what it was 50 years ago. This means the bird is now a threatened species. Through Project Barn Owl, Mike and his team are training thousands of volunteers to do a survey to find out how many are left, and then work out the best way to protect them.
The photograph that Steve's going to take will actually help us with this work. But first of all, he's going to have to solve a few more clues.
Got it.
So you found the feather. I'm Mike. I'm here to lead you through the next set of clues.
This is the one, isn't it? The feather. Well, it's a quill, isn't it?
So what does that mean?
Well, if we've got an animal and we've got fur feathers, we've got a feather, and that means it must come from a bird.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
we could get there. If I put a line on the feather.
Got some other clues we can have a look at.
Oh, right.
And maybe that'll help you.
Oh, right.
Steve now knows he's looking for a bird. Mike gives him a collection of cards to put into 4 groups. Birds of prey, parrots, songbirds, and ducks. By identifying their common features, he's got to work out where each card goes. The shape of the feet, beak, and body of ducks were no problem, but he found sorting out the others harder. The books in Lord Walpole's library have been classified, so Steve soon found the ones he needed. By asking questions, he ruled out the parrots, songbirds, and ducks.
So, it's a bird of prey. Get rid of the parrot. Because birds of prey eat meat. So that's it. I'm taking a picture of a bird of prey.
Yeah.
What I need... I need to know what bird of prey it is. It's getting very confusing. I need a clue. Wow, it's nice in here, isn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, hang on. Perhaps that's a big clue.
From the sign, Steve is wondering if birds of prey split into two groups, hawks and owls. But which is which?
Right, I'm going to work it out. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you know what bird that is?
It's a peregrine falcon.
Is that a hawk or an owl?
It's a hawk.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that's beautiful. What is it?
It's an eagle.
All right. So it's not an owl then?
No, it's a hawk.
Thank you. I've seen one of those when I'm driving up the motorway. It's,
Kestrel.
a hawk. Oh, I know this one. This is a tawny owl.
Barn owl.
Owl. Barn owl.
Tawny owl.
Excuse me, is this a snowy owl? Oh, it is. Oh, it is? Oh, right, I've got it right. Mike, I've been looking at the birds of prey and I can see that they're split into two major groups. That's hawks and owls.
Yeah.
But I'm still not sure which one I'm taking a picture of.
Well, if you have a wander down there, have a word with Mark and Claire, and I think you'll find they've got another clue for you.
Oh, hello, you must be Mark and Claire. I've been told you've got something to tell me.
Yeah, this is the space where you can put your picture.
Oh, it's going to go here?
Yeah.
But Claire, I still don't know what it's of.
Well, here's a big clue for you, because you'll need some extra light.
Oh, thanks. Here's a clue, isn't it? A flashlight. Well, at least I know I'm working at night. Thanks. Ah, I know what's happening now, because they've just given me a flashlight. So that means I'm taking my picture at night. So out of our two groups, I know that owls, they come out at night, but hawks, I assume, usually come out during the day.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a picture of an owl.
Yeah, but...
Which one? Birds of prey. Two groups. Hawks and owls. And because of the flash gun, it's owls. More tomorrow.
As Steve rests, others are hard at work.
I had a bit of a late night last night, looking at books on owls. And I know that there are barn owls and tawny owls and little owls and long-eared owls. And also I know that they live in the countryside, but I'm still not sure where. And I think that's where I need another clue.
Well, that's why we're here this morning, you know. We're going to have a look and see which owl lives where. Tawny owls, like this open woodland with lots of old oak trees where they can actually nest. And then it can go out and hunt across the woodland floor looking for small mammals. Well, the barn owl and the little owl and the short-eared owl, they're sort of open farmland. And by open farmland, I don't mean you're going to see an owl that's going to be sat out in the middle of this field. I mean, they use the field edge. They hunt up and down the hedgerows.
Mike takes Steve to see some possible owl nesting sites.
What kind of owl are we going to find in a hole like this, do you reckon? It's got quite a big one.
It is, so
Yeah.
it's quite possibly a barn owl.
Barn owl.
Yeah.
Hang on.
But no luck. Steve hasn't found an owl, but now he knows barn owls and little owls can use holes in old trees as nesting sites.
Well, I feel I'm well on the way to knowing.
Ah, you put some of your photos up.
Yeah, it sort of helped.
That's good.
Right, let's go down to business. Owls. Right, I know it's owls. So if I go down from there, there are two groups of owls. We've got them that live in woods and farmland.
That's right.
But I still don't know where.
So you want another clue?
Yeah.
Okay, farmland.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Farmland. Right, we're going from farmland. What did we see today? We saw some trees that were good nesting homes for either, I think it was barn owls, or it was little owls, wasn't it?
That's the one, yeah.
Little owls. So this is it. You're going to have to tell me now, aren't you?
Well, I think the final clue, really. One of the old names for this bird was gilly howlet, and another was madge owl. So that might give you something to go on.
Page 170. Gilly howlet, madge owl. That's the one, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Got it! Barn owl.
Mike and Steve now need to find a barn owl to photograph. Getting close enough is not easy out in the open, so Mike decides to look in barns to see if the owls use them to rest in during the day.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a look inside.
I can't see any owls in here, obviously.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. The evidence is all down on the ground, down here. Right.
Oh, what are these?
This is barn owl pellet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's it come from?
Well, it's undigested food. They cough these up, and you'll find that it's made of fur, and if you have a look inside, you can see some of the skulls and things that the bird's been feeding on.
Oh, well, look, I've just found a head here, some kind of
That's the skull. That's it. Well, we can have a look and work out exactly what it's been feeding on. I've got a key we can use.
Key?
Yeah. This is a key.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it gives us choices, and we start at the top, and we can decide whether we're looking at a rodent or we're looking at a shrew. So is it quite a big, broad skull like that one?
No, it's definitely a small one like that.
So it's more with the red tips to the
it's
teeth?
a shrew, yeah.
OK. Well, that gives us 3 choices, either a water shrew, pygmy shrew, or common shrew. And if you count the teeth in, it's 1, 2, 3. If you look, you've got a second is bigger than the third, which is what we've got here. Because that second tooth is definitely bigger than the third tooth.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a common shrew.
How do barn owls catch such small creatures? They look with their eyes, but more importantly, they listen for rustles and squeaks with their ears. Their hearing is helped by the white dishes around their eyes, which focus sounds into their extremely sensitive ears under their feathers. It's all used to deadly effect. The pellets Mike and Steve found were old, so they continue their search in another barn that Mike knows.
It's an indication whether the bird's been here recently. Look, check those out the window.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's definitely been using it. I mean, there's lots of shiny black pellets, which means they're fresh.
Yeah.
See the splashings, and all it's been set up on this beam. So it's using this a lot.
Right, well, it's bound to come back, so all I've got to do is probably just wait at this door and just get it as it comes in, yeah?
Yeah, it's not a bad angle, but the bird's not going to come back in if we're still here. You know, we're going to have to do something about that. So my mate Paul's coming in a minute. If we have a word with him, he might be able to help us.
Hiya. Yes, Paul.
I am.
I'm Steve.
Pleased to meet you.
Are you going to help me with my picture, yeah?
Certainly am. But before we do anything with the wild birds, I thought you might like to see what I've got in this box.
Oh, right. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. What are they?
Well, these are young barn owls. These have been orphaned. Their parents were hit by a car, and so at the moment I'm having to feed them and be both mum and dad to them.
So, how old are they?
Well, these are just 4 weeks old.
So, what's this hissing noise?
Well, it's defence. Normally they're down in a deep hole, and if anything comes along that's likely to eat them, they make a sound like a snake. And so the other animals get so out of the way in case it is a real snake.
It's beautiful. Well, I don't want to disturb them for too long, so
No.
let's put these back.
Yeah. Hey, before we get the photograph, we've got quite a bit of work to do, because we've actually got to hide from these barn owls so that we can take the photograph. So we've actually got to build a hide.
All right.
I'll leave you to it. I'll see you later.
OK, see you later. Thanks for your help.
Bye.
It's great up here. Good view of the beam.
Yeah, well, we're at the right height now. Anyway, here's the camera.
Oh, thanks.
OK. And move over, because I'm bringing up the tripod.
Did you? It's a bit tight in here. Both of us. Oh. Oh. All right, actually. So now have we got to just sort of sit here until it gets dark?
No, not really, because this is quite a quiet area, and the barn owls often hunt in the afternoon, and they keep returning back to here. So maybe if it's caught something, they'll come back in here and eat it.
How long do you think we're going to
Well, it
sit here for?
could be a few minutes, it could be a few hours, I'm afraid.
A few hours?
Well, we're waiting for it to come to us, and patience is the name of the game from now on, and also being very quiet.
Oh, I'm really pleased about that. Well, I ought to try and sort of get these processed now, shouldn't we?
Oh, get them down to the lab and get them developed.
Hello there. Good afternoon to you. Oh, this is Steve. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Did you get the photograph?
Well, hopefully we did. I've got 3 on here, and
Right.
I'm really looking forward to seeing them, actually.
Nice alley shots. Then.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go and process it. See
All
what
right.
we've got. And we can pull it out and have a look at it. You can put some lights on now if you wish.
Okay.
What about that?
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Got 3 pictures there, haven't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. We'll
Still
just
difficult to see which one I should use.
yes, we'll squeegee it off and have a look on the light bench, and we'll get a better idea from that.
Okay.
Well, they're all 3 sharp. I think the middle one's the one, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can certainly make out clearly there, can't you?
Right. Okay, let's go and get that printed into the darkroom, and we'll see what we've got here. There we go. There's your owl.
Right, it takes a little while for it to come out, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
just a few seconds. We're nearly there now.
Here comes the owl.
Oh, yeah. Look at the colours there. Look how white it is. That is lovely. That is lovely. That. Isn't that great? And you can definitely see what it's got in its mouth now.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's actually a wood mouse.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's got a really long tail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to look great in the centre, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Paul. It was brilliant. I couldn't have done it without you.
It's a pleasure.
Right, well, this was the space. I'll just put that like so. Yeah. How's that?
Excellent. Well done. It's
Oh.
really good.
I'm really pleased with it, and I certainly know more about bar now, so thanks for me challenging me.
Well, that's not quite it. We're going to take your shot and use it for a poster to promote the conservation of farmland birds.
Oh, this one?
That one, yeah.
What, in a couple of weeks' time or something?
No, that's been done now, so I'll take you to the printers.
Oh, right. Fantastic. Look at that. What do you think to that?
That's brilliant.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is my picture. Oh, what can I say? Oh, just get that there. Put some there.
Finished those yet?
Oh, yeah. Hey, right. What's the next picture going to be, Alex? Is it going to be a tawny owl, a snowy owl, some wild falcon?
No, we've got another 2,000 of these.
I suppose it can't always be fun. Never mind, eh? Next week, I'm going to take a picture of my mum's cat, Basil.